Y'all brought y'all Bibles? Oh, okay, just making sure. Hey y'all, long time no see. I promise I was gone for a good reason, okay? Today's video is going to be, a little life update. We're going to be reading some scripture, of course, whatever speaks to us. I don't really have anything planned for today's video, but I felt like recording, so here we are. Got the camera set up, and I'm just going to give you guys a little insight onto what's been going on the past month, couple months. I don't even remember last time I posted, but yeah, we got to update y'all. So let me think back like 2 months, because I feel like that's how long it's been. Just know God has been blessing me so much, and I could not be more grateful for all of the blessings and answered prayers He has done for me. It's one thing to believe in God's word and to read God's word and see it in other people, but to experience God's love every day, it's actually so amazing. And I just feel so much closer to God, and I can't wait to share all the new things going on in my life. So I'm going to kind of go into detail what this year has been for me. In January, I had actually stopped working my other job, because I have two. So I stopped working my other job. I was only working on campus. So for like a good month, it was winter break, and on campus we don't work on winter break, no ma'am. So I was jobless for a second. It's not funny, but we was going through it a little bit. I honestly was chilling though. I was happy not having to have a job, because going from two jobs to zero, I was like, oh yeah, this is good. But then I started to miss shopping, sprees, going on trips. So I said, you know what? It's time to get a job. It's time to get a job. One of the things that was weighing on me was like, I do not want to have a job I do not like. Like, I want to be on my career path already. I want to kind of start that journey. So, every day I was praying, God, like, please help me, like, please bless me. Like, I really just want to find a job that I feel like I can have potential in, I can succeed in, I can really like make it my own. But obviously, like, there is a waiting period that God has for you, and during that waiting period I was kind of just applying. I was like, you know what, like, anything is gonna work. Like, I'm just okay with anything, I'm open with anything. And that's when God blessed me with the most perfect job I could ever ask for. So my goal when I finish my degree is in fashion merchandising and design, with a minor in marketing, period. But I really want to go into a couple different fields. One would definitely be like styling. I really want to get to places like the Met Gala. I want to style people for big events they be going to, red carpets. So, that's one aspect that I want to get into. I would love to get into like the corporate side of it, like designing what new trends are going to be coming in, what new markets we can get into, things like that. And starting my own maybe business, starting my own clothing brand. Another avenue that I really want to go into is like marketing, just social media creation, doing campaigns, anything of that sort. So, the job I had run into online was actually a social media position. And right now, at my on campus job, I am already doing social media. So, it was honestly perfect. It was a great match. I already have experience. So, I was like, what we're going to do, we're going to get that resume, we're going to go inside, give it to her, and we're going to try to get that job, okay? And literally right off the first interaction, it felt like home. It felt like, okay, this is somewhere that I can be. This is somewhere that I can succeed. This is a place where I can see myself and potentially like making this place better and improving it. So I didn't hear for like a couple of days. I think I had went in and we had a little conversation like right on the spot. It was great, little like 30-minute convo. So I didn't hear back for a couple days, and in those couple days I was just praying like, God, I knew there was already somebody else who was applying for the position, so all I could do was just pray and just have belief and have faith in myself. Kept praying to God. I'm just like, God, like, please give me this opportunity. Like, I know my experience and I know what I can bring to the table. I know what I can do for the company, and I definitely can use this as an opportunity to excel my career, to start creating portfolios. And honestly, I was just really, really, really excited to have this new opportunity of potentially come true. The hours were great, the pay was great. It was the most perfect job I could actually ask for. And a couple of days went by and I finally heard back, and we set up an actual interview with some of the other girls. And after that, they had let me know that they were going to hire me for the position. But yes, I did get hired. I got hired. Honestly, I feel like it's been 2 months by now, or maybe like, yeah, I think it's been 2 months, March, April, and then it's like maybe a month and a half. So yeah, that's been my biggest answered prayer, and I cannot thank God enough for giving me the opportunity. And when things like this happen for me, I am always sure not to take it for granted. I always am so thankful and I have so much gratitude, and I really just put my all into whatever I'm doing. Now we're going to move into my next life changing, altering event that happened. If you didn't already know, or you can't already tell, yes, we did join the most illustrious Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Yo, like that's me, like yeah, that's really me, like. Yes, I did join Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Insert pictures here. I've literally just had the most wonderful experience I could ever ask for. I did have to go MIA a little bit, guys. I did have to go MIA a little bit, but that's because I didn't want to ruin it for y'all. Y'all know I had to keep the sauce quiet. So yeah, I didn't. We we had to pop out. If y'all didn't see the TikToks, go watch the TikToks. They were fire. Got all my line sisters there, and we've had a couple events so far. We've had, our little get-togethers, our little hangouts. Y'all, it's just been so fun. I literally love my line sisters so much. I love the community that is supporting us. Our El Paso chapter. It is just so crazy how supportive, how generous, how giving, how loving they are towards us. If you didn't already know, New Mexico State, the school I'm at, does not have, or did not have, any D9 sororities or fraternities. So this past month, April, on April 19th, 2026, Alpha Kappa Alpha was chartered by the Perfect Times. Thank you. Our line. Thank you. Number 10. Thank you. Yes. It is literally such an honor to be a part of the chartering of Upsilon Psi, and it is just the most crazy thing. I still don't feel real. I feel like it's not going to feel real for the next year, but yes, it has just been crazy. We had our presentation on April 19th as well. It went so good. We had so much fun. We were a little stressed, but it all paid off in the end. In the end, we all had so much fun. We did our thing. There was 14 of us, and we all ate every single one. And I'm just so happy with the results and how our hard work paid off, how it came to fruition. and the turnout was amazing. The support, the love was amazing. Our luncheon that we had was so awesome. We actually got to have our regional director come, which is also a really big honor. Dr. Sean E. Simmons. She is literally so cool, y'all. Like, she's a goddess in person. Hair tea, makeup tea, fits tea. So yes, just to be in her presence, it was awesome. It was awesome. But yes, it's just been a crazy month. It's been very surreal, and I literally just, again, I'm so thankful because there has been a lot of trials and tribulations specifically for me to become an Alpha Kappa Alpha. So there was definitely a lot of things I had to come over. There was things I had to learn. I couldn't be more appreciative for the way that it happened, because unless all of the things that occurred, like if those things didn't happen, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I feel like even just through this short month, I have changed my perspective on things. I've learned so many new skills, so many new ways of communication. Like, it's just been insane. And although there are things that I didn't expect, that doesn't mean that they're bad. Like, in the Bible, we'll get to it, but the Bible just talks about how God is going to answer your prayers, and sometimes what you expect from your answered prayers isn't always what happens, but that doesn't mean that's a bad thing. It just means God is working in different ways than you had anticipated. And we all know that God's plan, what God has for us, is always a million times better than what we ourselves have planned for ourselves in our head. So I am just so thankful for the journey I had. I'm so thankful that God has given me grace. God has allowed grace on other people's hearts. And I am just still in disbelief. Again, I'm just so thankful to God for his plans for me. It's insane. Honestly, I feel like the craziest thing about this whole journey of starting Alpha Kappa Alpha at New Mexico State is that, like, this has been a sorority I have looked up to, that I have known about for so many years, and it was just, I never thought that I was going to be able to join, just because I live in New Mexico State. I mean, I live in New Mexico. There's not a lot of diversity here, and it's truly God's plan. But let's take it back to freshman year Jules. Y'all know freshman year Jules, she was crazy. Anyways, so fall of 2024. This was when I first entered college, and of course, I was very intrigued by the sorority life. I had actually, during high school, that's when I believe I found out about AKA. But at New Mexico State University, there is no D9. There was no D9 organizations. So in order for me to even initiate into a D9, I would have to go out of state, which was like my dream plan, was like to go to an HBCU or go to like just a different state, y'all, somewhere else, because New Mexico ain't, I'm not gonna lie, New Mexico, no shade, I love my state, but just try something new. Like, that's all I'm saying. I would just like to try something new. Anyways, so yeah, we get here, and you know, I'm trying to join a sorority. You know, I go through the rush process, and the way it was, first of all, long. The rush process, y'all, two different worlds. Anyways, and I think it's so funny because going through like Panhellenic, it's like way different than Panhellenic. Panhellenic and Panhellenic. Y'all, please don't get me. I'm new here, bro. NPC. is very different than NPHC. So NPC, it was a little more PWI. That's all I'm gonna say. So anyways, I just like really wanted to be, you get two options at the end of the day. You get to pick out of the five which were your top two, okay? So you could either pick two or you could pick one, which is called like suicide bid, which is like you're either in that one or you're not. So, Julissa Madrid crazy. Like she was like, you know what? Because I wasn't even really all into joining a sorority unless it was the one I wanted. So no, I go through the process. I'm like, okay, this the sorority I want. Okay, I don't want none of these other ones. Like no shade, but if I get this one, then I'm gonna join. But if I don't get this one, deuces. Like I guess I'm gonna just not be Greek. So, anyways, bid day comes. I get the phone call. Yeah, girl, we not gonna take you. Oh, okay. Devastated, y'all. I was devastated. I was like, damn, like this is crazy. Like, bro, I really thought I was gonna get in. Like, it's crazy. But honestly, guys, if we're being 1,000% honest, y'all know I would never lie to you. During the process, like I just low-key knew like I don't think this is for me, because deep down in my heart, AKA was deep. And so like I really didn't feel like I felt like I was settling in some type of way, because I did want to be in a sorority, but dream goal would be AKA. That's all I'm saying. Like that's really what I wanted deep down in my soul. Like even I was going through my camera roll like earlier this month, and I literally had a post from my senior year of like some girls AKA bed party, and I'm like, God just really was really on my side, and we really had plans for me. So yeah, I didn't get into the NPC sorority I wanted, which again, God had plans for me. God knew, like, girl, just wait your turn. I have things for you. I have better things for you. And I was sad at the time. I did like it did kind of mess with me a little bit, because I'm like, damn, like all these girls got picked. I didn't get picked. Why didn't I get picked? You start to get in your head a little bit about it. And I was still around like Greek people. I still had fun with like my Greek friends. Um, but I'd never really experienced it. And so it didn't really seem that appealing to me anymore, even after I didn't get into the one I wanted. So I really was just like, okay, like Greek life, not for me. Like, I don't think I'm going to try to be in Greek life again after this, because you can try to get into the sororities like year after year, semesters, whatever. But yeah, I was just like, I don't think this is for me. I would rather be in the sorority I want than to settle with something that I don't want. So, that was freshman year fall. Semesters kind of go by. In November is when we had first heard some little chit chatter about bringing an AKA. So this has been a very long process, and I'm sure it's been even longer than November. It actually has. There's been so many like stories about women in the past, even like in the 1980, I can't remember the exact year, but they were trying to bring AKA to New Mexico State years ago, but it's just never happened. I feel like there hasn't been enough girls, there hasn't been enough push, there hasn't been enough connections to really get the chapter here. So it was really just all in perfect timing. It was all in God's timing to bring the organization here. But back to, I think it was around like January, the craziest thing happened, y'all. As I was already going through like the AKA interest process, like just kind of like figuring out the meetings, we were still not even sure if we were going to have AKA, if we were gonna have to wait till like next year, or like in a couple semesters. So there was a lot of things going on, but once we finally kind of like got confirmation that like, okay, I think this is actually going to happen, and it's going to happen a lot sooner than we're expecting, that's when the ball started to roll faster and faster and faster and faster. And I'm already getting in that stage. We already doing the signatures. Why get a text from the sorority I wanted to join freshman year? Y'all, I was sick. I was like, God, God, what is you doing? Is you trying to be funny right now? Like, you trying to be funny? Like, God. No, but I was actually like shook, because it's just crazy how God is just so good, and he's so intentional, and it just blows my mind. Anyways, so I got a text from the NPC sorority I wanted to join in my freshman year, and it was talking about like, oh hey, like we're gonna have our COB event, which is like a spring initiation, and like, are you interested? But this is also during the time of me going through my AKA interest. So it was like, wow, like it was really just crazy how God was connecting like my past and my future. And honestly, like sometimes those things can be signs of you and signs of yourself. Um, because like even during my process, like I was already going through things. Um, and during that time, it was like, dang, like I don't even know if I'm going to be able to achieve the thing that I want to achieve, to be in this sorority that I want to be in, to be an AKA. And the sorority text comes from my freshman year dream sorority, and it's like, wow, like I really have the option right now to have faith in God and trust his plan, and to keep fighting, to keep going through the adversity, or I can take the easy way out, I guess, and I can go back to what freshman year Jules was, the person that I'm not anymore, the person that I don't even want to be. And I can take that opportunity and try to join that. And it's honestly just like so crazy, because I feel like that is just honestly, like, personally, it's like a test of my faith. It's a test in myself. It's like, okay, am I really going to practice what I preach? Am I really going to have faith in God? Or am I just going to rely on myself? Am I just going to rely on my thoughts? My past thoughts, my past self, and like fall into that trap. And obviously, I'm going to stay true in my faith. I knew that God put AKA in my life for a reason. I knew that these perfect alignments were intentional, and they were God. And I couldn't see it, but I knew that God was working. And I knew that I had gone too far to give up then, or to divert my plans, and kind of go back to a past where it's like I've already outgrown that. I've already moved on from that. I've already like healed from that past. And AKA was just like a bright shining light of hope, of faith, of endurance, persistence, just amazing things. And I couldn't be more happy with my decision. And it has honestly just been so incredibly amazing to learn about my sorority, to learn about the women of Alpha Kappa Alpha. And I feel like I fit so perfectly and so well. I feel so at home, and I don't think I would get that feeling anywhere else. I feel like looking from the outside in, it can sometimes look like just, oh, they just have fun. They just do that. But like Alpha Kappa Alpha is a historical organization that has done so much for our country and for the world. And it's literally just amazing how much empowerment I feel just from like hearing women's stories. I feel that every AKA woman I meet is hardworking, they're classy, they move with grace, they move with intelligence, they have goals and they pursue them. They're always the first, they are innovative, and it's so inspiring and it inspires me. And the community that D9 has is so incredible. It's just unmatched, and I'm so thankful and grateful to be a part of this organization. I'm so thankful and grateful to God for allowing me to have this position, for allowing me to have faith and just give me so much guidance throughout the whole process. I have had so much fun with my line sisters. It's been literally just a blast. We will be going to Boulay. We will be there, y'all. So catch us. Yes, I am wearing pink and green every day. I'm wearing my letters every day. I'm sorry, not sorry. Like, you thought I wasn't finna rep? Like, y'all, give me a year. Give me a year, I'll be Julissa again. But right now I'm AKA. Okay. Anyways, that is really all I have to update you guys on. I kind of just wanted to talk about my Greek experience. And there's definitely going to be more to come. This has just been a crazy month of April, and I can't wait to get back into my content groove. It's been a minute. Sorry to leave y'all hanging, but I will be back. Okay, I will be back. We got some new content coming up, especially on my AKA now. We gonna have some Las Vegas vlogs. Like, y'all, it's gonna be fun. But yes, I hope you guys have such a blessed day. I will see you guys very soon, and I love y'all.